Today, I thought I would reflect on the last 2.5 years of, I guess, what I've gone through, living in a new country, experiencing a new culture, and really trying to become one with where I am. So, when I first stepped in, especially from abroad into the Netherlands, there are a couple of things that really changed for me. First thing was weather. So summer is generally a lot milder in comparison to where I'm from originally, but also the winters are quite dark. And doesn't matter where you land, that's something that will need to be considered. To be honest, especially when winter has come, it has become a little bit, I guess, I wouldn't call it a winter depression, but something similar to that where things seem a little bit harder. You miss the sunlight, and it does impact on not only your emotions but people around you as well. So definitely something that I have been reflecting on. Currently, it's summer here, and it's amazing. We've had an amazing summer so far, and that makes it worthwhile. But one of the things that I did in my first year when I came over was that I booked 2 weeks in Portugal, so somewhere sunny during the winter period, so in February, and I was lucky to get 24-degree Celsius weather, which helped get rid of those blues. But definitely something that I'm planning for in the winter coming up as well. The other thing that was big for me and continues to be big is really getting involved with people in the community, but also your colleagues as well. And that's been a big change for me. Is I've come from a very work focused area where it's quite intense, some long work hours, etc. And then coming to a different culture where it's generally laid back. Work and life balance is definitely something that is a focus here, and really making sure that you start to make those adjustments because over the last couple of years, I think especially in the first 6 months of working, I did stick out, and it was something that was really challenging for me as I wanted to move very quickly in everything that I was doing, but the culture insisted that I slowed down. And that was one of the reasons for the movies, to make sure that I had a better balance of life. But at the time, it was quite a challenging experience. Even today, I still deal with moments where I wonder how much I want to, I'm impatient, I want to bring things along quicker. And sometimes I need to readjust and realize where I am, and what I'm trying to achieve as well. As far as lifestyle, I guess that's another big change for me. And it's been an amazing one for me as I've been able to connect with my kids more, my wife, and also have a lot more time to spend with them, which I think has been really critical for me. When I was back at home, I generally wasn't around as much and wasn't focused. I think my job did take a lot of my headspace, which also impacted the time with my family and kids as well. So it's been amazing to take my daughter out to, say, basketball training, for example, but also to be able to experience different cuisines, be able to explore Europe and really get connected to the cultures around the place. And I think everything being so close by has been super, it's been amazing in comparison to where I've come from, where everything is at a distance, whereas here you can jump into a car and be able to travel where you want to. So there are a lot of positives that we've sort of been, going through. I guess one of the biggest challenges for us, and continues to be, is thinking about indeed where our endpoint is, and I'm very goal orientated, and us as a family are the biggest challenge at the moment as I start looking to the future, and no doubt you'll hear more of this as I continue to bring these posts to you each week. Is indeed what the next steps are. Is living in Europe for the remainder of my life, the way to go. Especially with young children looking to head into a middle school in the next couple of years. So making sure that we make a good decision for them, but also indeed to further assimilate with the culture, to start learning the language, to buy a house, to buy a car, etc. And that's the current dilemma that I'm going through. In that it's been an amazing 2.5 years, but there's a point in time where I need to decide, and my family need to decide if in the long term, if it's this country that we're going to stay in, are we going to continue to transition into different countries over time, or do we go back home and bring what we've learned back to our everyday lives as well? So some big considerations that we are discussing currently that, like I said, I'll bring you along on the journey as well. But overarchingly, it's been an amazing experience. I think with all the relationships, all the friendships that I've made, the amazing discoveries we've made, but also the family connection that we've had has been incredible. So I guess it's something that we will continue to reflect on and cherish in time. But ongoingly, we'll continue to dissect, I guess, what's going to come up for the future for me and my family, and also to make sure that we make the right decision going forward. But thank you again for jumping on and listening in to me. As always, feel free to subscribe and put any comments or questions that you may have in the comment section so that I can maybe give you some answers directly, if not set up a clip for me to sort of share that with you as well. But looking forward to connecting with you on my next video. And no doubt I can start bringing you up to speed with the current, I guess, dilemmas that I'm dealing with. Also some of the great things that I'm experiencing as well. But also making sure that I give you the real view of what it's like to be an expat in another country, and really settling in and thinking ahead as well. So thank you again. Have a great day ahead. Looking forward to connecting with you all soon.